lead these boys so we can have a good year next year.
Has it changed you, or have you had to, do you feel that you've planned for this going into this process?
Yeah, I feel like I was always ready for it. It was just, a matter of waiting my turn, and I feel like I have the respect from all the other players to, be in, take control of that role. So, I just keep doing what I'm doing, I guess.
There have been a lot of dynamic personalities on defense the last few years, so it probably was kind of hard to try to get in there and compete with that. But I guess because of your work ethic and how you comport yourself on the field,
yeah,
it's
because
easy.
I'm not much of a vocal person, unless I have to be, So I just pretty much lead by example for the most part.
What's been asked of you to be a leader? Being more vocal, is that the biggest thing?
I think it's just whatever needs to be done to, get the job done. So, I mean, some days I have to be vocal. Some days I just got to go out there and just work hard, and all the boys see me working hard and just follow behind, So.
How different has it been not having Jarvis beside you this spring? You guys have made quite a tandem the last couple of years.
Yeah, me and Jarvis, we had a couple of years together, built a bond between us, and I mean it's different, but I got to keep moving on. Me and Rennie now, got to step up and take the lead of the D line.
How do you think you have stepped up this spring? How are you a better player today?
I feel like this spring helped me out a lot. I learned a lot of new things that coming in this spring that I didn't know last fall or whatever. So
what are some things that you learned?
Just better technique, better working with my hands, pass rushing moves, and just becoming a better pass rusher. Because I feel like I can get better in the run, as far as stopping the run. But I think the most important thing I need to work on, going into the fall is my pass rush technique. It's becoming a dominant pass rusher as well.
You probably didn't have to really tell Jarvis where to play on a particular play or what technique or where to line up, but are you having to do that with some of these younger guys? Kind of give them a little nudge and remind them?
I mean, I have to help them out every now and then, but it's nothing major. It's just a little thing. They're young, so they're gonna mess up every now and then. I mess up, so it's just something all of us get through together.
There was a sense that in largely true that Jarvis was double just about every snap. It might be a sense that you might have been in his shadow a little bit maybe the last couple of years. Now it's your show, it's your game, and you could be the guy who they'd be doubled a lot, draw that kind of attention, create havoc inside. Is that the way you see it?
I never really thought about it, but I guess I will get those doubles every play, and I'm ready for them. So bring it on.
How different is it playing beside Ray as opposed to Jarvis? It seemed like Ray's such a different player, has a different body than Jarvis did.
I think both of them are great players, and it's a difference, but it's nothing major. So.
You're still kind of asked. Randy's kind of asked you the same things that Jarvis was.
Yeah. Everybody still got to do the same thing.
Is Randy one of the more confident players you've ever been around?
Yeah, he's a pretty confident player. He he knows his ability. So.
Which one talked the most, Jarvis or Rennie?
That's a tough question right there. I'm not sure both of them talk. So yeah, it's been great. Being around both of them. So.
Rennie's a little goofy though, isn't he?
Jarvis is.
Jarvis is. A little bit about in terms of scheme. I know Coach Steele talks about the process, and that he doesn't like to be pigeonholed. 43, 34, even odd, whatever thing. But you're built like a prototypical nose tackle. Because of that, might you guys work out a lot out of odd sets this year?
I don't think so. I think we're just gonna do whatever we need. Whatever we need to do, to win the ball game, you know, to be dominant on defense. So it doesn't really bother me whether I'm in the 3, 2 wide, head up or tilt. You know, I'm just ready to play.
Realistically, how much havoc can you create inside? Can you think you can push the pocket a good bit more and maybe create some more pressure to the quarterback?
Yeah, I think I can do that.
What are your advantages?
Strength and speed. I feel like my first step off the ball and, you know, and bringing my strength behind it is, you know, a pretty big force upon the offensive line.
It's almost natural for you to have low pad because you're low center of gravity and all.
Yeah, it is, but I do get up high though.
You can get
Gotta
in
work
there.
on that.
Is foot quickness something that you worked on? You meant explosion, penetration skills. Is something that you tried to address over the winter?
Yeah, that's something I always work on my just first step, whether I'm just, you know, I'm always, you know, just trying to do something to get better. So.
As you saw Daquan and Jarvis go through Pro Day and work out for NFL scouts, and I know you want to do well for the team, but does that kind of give you pause to think that could be me in a year getting ready for the NFL? And
I mean, you think about it when it's happening, but I mean, once it's over, you know, you got a job. I got a job to do now, and that's to, you know, come out and play because, you know, that's the biggest thing is what they see on film. So I just got to put some good work on film.
Did you explore that option at all this past year, the draft? Or?
I thought about it, you know, talked about it with my parents and, you know, a couple of the coaches or whatever, but I decided I got to come back.
What was do you put in projection? What did you get back in your evaluation?
Yeah, I put in and it came back that I wasn't going to be drafted in the top 3 rounds.
So like a late round pick or something.
What's your weight at right now?
303.
Right there. Is that where you want to be through the fall, or?
I think I want to drop down just a little bit more. So get down to about 290, 297, something like that. 298.
A lot of good players lost off this defense, and yet there's still a lot of optimism for how good you could be again defensively. Who are guys that you think can really step up and really dominate at various positions at defense this year?
You know, we got a lot of young players, you know, who can step in. You know, we have Rashad Breeland, who's looking real good right now. And I think if all of them just come together, you know, take coaching, you know, continue to get better, we can be the defense we want to be.
Any of the young linemen in particular that have impressed you these spring practices?
The young linemen? Actually, I'm impressed with all of them. Just how, you know, Trey, Tavares, Shatley, all of them just continue to get better every practice, and you can see it, you know, watching film, you can see them, you know, you tell them to do the little thing, and they getting the little things right, so.
I interviewed offensive and defensive players, and one common denominator is that you don't get this feel that this is a team coming off a 6 and 7 year, first year, 12 years. Players have said that they're optimistic, confident, and I know that you guys are bred to be confident, but what's different in practice? Why is everyone so optimistic? Is something the coaches are doing differently? Is it a different message?
I think it's just.
Is it just the will to do better?
I just think everyone wants to win now, you know. I mean, not saying that that's not what happened last year. It's just that everybody's coming together. You know what I'm saying? And it's just starting to click for everyone. So I mean, everybody getting on the same page and things are starting to happen. I mean, we're still not where we need to be at yet, but we're getting close.
But do you sense that there's maybe a different attitude this spring as opposed to last spring? Or is it?
I mean, I think it's about the same.
You're probably one of those guys that subscribes to the theory that you were a championship team hiding in a 6 and 7 record. You know, Dwayne said many times, you know, this is not the team we expected to be.
Mm-hmm.
Are you of that mind too?
Yeah, it was just, you know, a couple snaps from, you know, a couple plays, a couple points from just having the season we wanted to have. So, I mean, we know that now, you know, so that's why we're working on the little things, you know, getting the little things right, you know, taking coaching and just building on that, You know, because that's where you start at to get where you want to be.
Coach Steele often talks about how good Coach Brooks has been for the defensive front in terms of helping guys start at point A and get to point Z and be that much better by the end of a season. Have you noticed the impact of being with Coach Brooks for a while?
Yeah, you know, Coach Brooks been around the game a long time and had a lot of great players, and he knows it. So if you just soak in what he giving you and just take from it, I mean, I feel like you don't have a choice but to get better. You know.
What does it take to play your position, whereas maybe the outside guys get all of the glory for chasing the quarterback down, the linebackers, but this defense doesn't function without you in there doing the dirty work? What kind of mindset does that take to be that kind of player?
I just think it takes toughness, you know, just to be able to, go in there and have to get double team, every play, and, not really get the plays, make the plays you want to make, and, you're capable of making, but you can't make it because of this, what's going on in there, so.
Because they got to let him go.
He's got stuff to do.
Thanks, Brandon. Appreciate it. Thanks, Brandon.
We'll have more occasions, I'm sure.
All right.